So this is kind of what I expected. This is the sock filter that I removed from the inside strainer part, and it was zip tied on about here, and you can see where all the flow went in. There's all this gross goopy material that's on there, and this is why you want to settle it before you even put that stuff in your unit, because this stuff will just clog up your filters and nothing's going to want to flow through it. And you definitely, you want to get that out of there so it doesn't end up in your vehicle clogging up your injectors. I don't know if most of you know, but when injectors fail, most of the time it's due to stuff like this buildup that's on there. So definitely run some kind of cleaning fluid through your vehicle, your diesel vehicle, every once in a while to get that kind of stuff out of there, because even in diesel fuel, no matter how good they filter it and separate it, you're going to have stuff like this building up on there over the long term. Mixed with diesel, this stuff will probably settle out in the bottom of my tank, but then eventually I'm going to have a solid layer of this sitting on the bottom of my tank, and that's why you don't want to, definitely don't want to mix inside your vehicle. So yeah, this was the stuff that was just stuck on the sock. I tried not to disturb it so that I could show you guys. Here's what it looks like on a paper towel that was on my fingers from touching it. Let's get a better focus on there. That's what it looks like on the paper towel. That was wiped off of my fingers again. Okay, so that was the sock filter I was talking about with all the resistance. It flowed great at first, but then it didn't do so hot afterwards. And even though I settled the crap out of this stuff, it was still in there. And I was still able to get in there. Some of the things I thought about, as if you put this in here and it settles, and it's going to settle over time, your heavier hydrocarbon oils are going to sink to the bottom, and your lighter ones are going to rise to the top. Okay, and that's the whole purpose of settling, and why you don't draw off the bottom, to minimize that sludge. Okay, so if I fill this up and it settles, and I draw it from this central point, logically it's only going to get lighter as I draw off of it, because all the lighter oil goes up here and all the heavier oil goes down here. So even with the lighter oil coming down and flowing through there, it was just as hard, if not harder, to get through that sludge with gravity. And there isn't really any way to do it. Sometimes I was like backflowing the input and bubbling it to get that stuff off, and it should break off right there. And then because it's heavier globules, it should sink right to the bottom and go into the drain spout. I really wasn't having that effect. And then when I did that, when I put air in here, then I'm not getting the correct suction to draw through it. So that's why this is not a good idea. Noted, now that I investigated the sock situation, I do definitely want to make one of those PVC invention strainers to go in there to catch that stuff and periodically purge it out of the strainer. So I'll make a little purge valve, a little drain valve that I can collect it in a jug and then throw back in the settling unit, and that stuff will collect and settle off in the bottom and give me the good stuff that's still in it. So I guess that's it for now. That was the issue that I was having, was that sludge built up on that sock in there. It's a good thing. It did its purpose. It made me nice clean oil. But this rest of it, I'm going to let it flow out, and then I might wait until my next paycheck to make those things. But it's a good idea. Definitely, have something in line to get out the sludge always. Anywhere you can. And here I have one designed. I'm probably going to, again, do more of those so that it does it 3 times, ideally, before it gets to my filtration unit. Because I don't want to spend the money on filtration units when I could just collect it and dump it off the bottom. That's the better way to go, and that is the way that I'm going to go eventually. I might not do it right now, in the future. I hope this was informative. It's a very quick video. Like, share, subscribe, spread the knowledge because it's important, and that's it for this one. I love you guys. I'm out.